Welcome to the Bible Dialogues. My name is Mike Whitney. Today's topic in the Misreading Romans series is 2 Samuel 12, 1 through 9, a prequel to the discussion on Romans 1:18 through 2:1. The series title reflects how many aspects of Paul's writings are misunderstood by all commentators. I present this title as a bit of a tease, but it reflects the reality and the difficulties understanding what Paul has said. Additionally, Paul demonstrates abstract thinking which often escapes us. I hope to contribute some useful insight, albeit rare ideas, in the study of Romans today. I share in another video the similarity of Romans 1:18 to 2:1 with Nathan's approach to David in seeking David's repentance, as shown in 2 Samuel 12, 1 through 9. The quick background is that King David had taken another man's wife while that man was off to battle. Dave got the woman pregnant and wanted the husband to appear to be the father. That plan did not work, so David had the man forced into the front of battle and then was killed. The prophet Nathan had to approach King David with the hope of repentance. Nathan could lose his life if not careful. We can see the account showing Nathan's approach as of calling David to make a judgment against a rich man in 2 Samuel 12. The passage shares that Yahweh sent Nathan to David. Nathan shared a scenario where two men were in one city, the one rich and the other poor. The rich man had many flocks and herds, but the poor man had nothing except one little ewe lamb, which he had bought and raised. It grew up together with him and with his children. It ate of his own food and drank of his own cup, and lay in his bosom, and was like the daughter to him. But a traveler came to the rich man, and that man did not want to take away from his own flock and of his own herd to prepare for the traveling man who had come to him. Instead, he took the poor man's ewe lamb and prepared it for the traveler. David's anger burned hot against the man and said to Nathan, "As Yahweh lives, the man who done this deserves to die. He must restore the lamb fourfold because he did this thing and because he had no pity." Nathan said to David, "You are the man." David knew David's shepherding background and genuine care for the herds. He knew that the scenario involving a rich man with many flocks while taking the poor man's ewe lamb would create much contrast and could draw David's compassion out for the poor man. David then judged the rich man's action with great anger. We see that David's emotion was strong against the injustice. Nathan used his anger to turn David's judgment against himself. As a result, David repented and was unleashed from the burden of his sin. This style of approach is dubbed a juridical parable and appears in various writings across different cultures. Paul appears most likely to use the juridical parable in a fashion in Romans 1:18 to 2:1 that most parallels Nathan's use. The purpose is to lead a person or group to make a judgment and then point to that person or group as being the guilty party. The objective in 2 Samuel 12 is Romans appears to be repentance and restoration. Paul's use of this approach suggests a great need to gain the repentance of those Roman people he addresses in the letter, of people who became very judgmental and then became harmful to Paul's overall evangelistic missions. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.